guys, so I'm super excited today because for the past I don't even know how long I've been collecting a bunch of parts just like Thanos with the Infinity Stones, and I finally have all the pieces I need to put some RS7 size turbos on my C7 S6. Now, like I said, this is something I've been waiting for a super long time, so I'm super excited that I'm finally able to get these placed onto my vehicle and make a lot more power. So today we're planning to do PCV, the oil separator removal. We're gonna do an oil change, the coolant flush, because we're gonna have to do that. Of course, put some RS7 size turbos and then get a bunch of whole new gaskets and O-rings, everything installed. Have everything running great, smooth, no hiccups, and hopefully we can get everything done in a day, because I've been talking to somebody over Facebook and they were able to get the PCV out and everything without taking off the front bumper, which is what everyone usually does. So hopefully we can get it all done without doing that. Here you're looking at just about everything you need for the turbo swaps. Ordered, I think it's like 9 or 10 quarts of 040 from AMSOIL. I always use AMSOIL. We have just about every gasket that you could need for this. All the oil, coolant rings, throttle body, intercooler. We even have the oil check ring, and we even have a $100 wine voucher, which what are we gonna do without that? Next, we have the actual PCV unit. This is what we're gonna be replacing along with the turbos. I have some brand new brake pads from Hawks, Performance, and of course the main thing are the turbos. Don't feel like taking them out right now, but I'll definitely show you those when the time comes. I do have some rotors also in line to be swapped with the pads, and I have a new airbag for the rear suspension. All right, everyone, so we're gonna go ahead and head down to my father-in-law's house. He has way more tools than me. I think I have everything that I would need to be able to do the swap here, but he just has anything in case we need some emergency tools. So we'll head down there and I'll see you in a bit. I'll be voiceovering all the work that we're doing to my vehicle, just showing you some images and videos and then explaining exactly what we're doing. So let's go ahead and head over there now. One final thing before we head over there, guys, I just want to say thank you guys for 500 subscribers. We just hit 500 subs, so if you have a 4.0 T or if you're finding these videos interesting at all, please, subscribe or like the video, comment, whatever you can. Hopefully I can get to 1,000 subscribers, and once we start making some money off of YouTube, that's definitely going to support the build and maybe even bring future cars into the channel. But please go ahead and just drop a like or a sub if you feel so inclined. But now let's get back to the video. So the first thing we need to do here is remove the intake, throttle bodies, and those inlets connecting to the turbos. It's just a couple bolts bolting to the turbos themselves. Here are my turbos. So the stock S6 turbos still look good. There's only very minimal play from left to right, but none from like forward to back, and they still spin freely, which is showing that these turbos are still good. So I'll probably try selling these on eBay. Next, here we are working to remove the oil and coolant lines from the turbos. We're just giving them a bit of gentle love, trying to get them out. Plans might change. We might just do turbos, trying to get the oil feed and coolant feed lines off, and we'll go from there. We might do the PCV depending how easy it is to get there. So after giving the turbos a bit of a tough love, we were able to free them from each of their specific locations. So here we are removing the actual turbo clamps, which is why we had to remove some of the lines. After we freed the clamps, we were able to remove the turbos completely, and now we're just being held back by that oil hose on the bottom. So removing the driver's side turbo, we actually had to remove the oil hose by destroying it. As you can see here, they were just too far gone. We couldn't save them. Most likely gonna have to hold this off until another time because we can't replace those oil lines with just a normal hose. Alright guys, so you basically saw how far we made it for day one. We were able to get the turbos off, the oil lines, and basically we're a little bit more than halfway of the job done. Now when we did start doing it, at first I thought we were gonna be able to do the PCV and everything without taking off the front bumper. However, that's not the case. We're probably going to tackle that another time, maybe the next oil change. I'm just not ready to do that right now. All honesty, turbos are so easy on these cars. I would have been done like right after lunch if it weren't for those 2 oil hoses, which I went ahead and ordered those. They should be here in 2 days, so by Tuesday, but for you guys, I don't even know when you guys are watching this. So next time you see me, hopefully we're just wrapping up the job. Definitely gonna get a video of the first start and make sure everything's good. So here we are a couple days later. I now have a replacement hose. I'm just gonna cut this to size to swap out the OEM hoses for the oil return from the turbos. Got these straight from China, so let's go ahead and get these on. And here's the end result after cutting up that Amazon hose. Here's a comparison of the new and the old turbos. So left is the S6 turbo and on the right is the RS7 size. So as you can see, immediately there's a difference just with the blades. It's the same exact housing and everything, just different larger blades for the RS7 sized ones. So next we just have to go ahead and swap over these hardware, so this tube over from the old turbo to the new ones. So now that we have the old hardware transferred over to the new turbos, we're going to be swapping some O-rings on the coolant and oil return hoses. And after that, it's just going to be working on putting everything back in reverse order. As you can see, all these O-rings are pretty cooked. Alright guys, so I'm actually coming at you from the end of maybe the third or fourth day of working on this vehicle, but things just have not been going to plan this whole time. First, we had issues with the oil return hose being old and wrinkly, and I wasn't able to reuse the OEM ones, so we had to order a replacement. The replacement I ordered was from Amazon, and that one actually didn't turn out to work because I'll pop up a video here. The oil return hose for the passenger side turbo was actually kinking, so that's not good under a high pressurized like oil return hose. So now I'm gonna have to order some OEM or aftermarket ones and pay for some expedited shipping to get them next day, but that's gonna cost minimum $100 and it's gonna delay by a whole nother day, and then we're gonna have to place everything back in together. So it's probably gonna take another 1 to 2 days to get everything done, which kind of sucks because I was really hoping to get all this done in one day like I said initially, and I really do think this is doable in a day, but you just need all the right tools. You need to be very prepared, and you know, all these little things or these annoyances that I'm running into, I guess I could have been way more prepared for these items. So our 4.0T performance replacement oil drain hoses have finally arrived. They look pretty cool. I like the gray, and they even came with some different type of clamps, so we don't have to mess with those black pinch bolts or pinch clamps anymore. So now that the very annoying oil drain hoses are both installed, the turbos were able to bolt on, and I'm just making sure that they're able to spin freely with no contact, which both of them are doing very well. And now it's just to finish putting in all the oil and coolant hoses, and we should be good on that. So all of the oil and coolant lines are now placed, and we're going to start working on installing the inlets. Installing the inlets is a very straightforward process, but we have those in now, and now we're going to start putting the throttle bodies back on and the diverter valves. So now the throttle bodies and the diverter valves are all plugged back in, all the lines and everything are connected, and I went ahead and took off some O2 sensor extensions I had on because it was messing with how my car was reading. Coolant has been filled up, so we should be good to take it for a spin, and hopefully everything's good. And before we can take this car out for a drive, we had to go ahead and make it official and put this vehicle on stage 3. Alright guys, so I finally finished installing everything. The coolant is all in. System didn't have to be bled because there wasn't too much. Well, actually it kind of bled. Whatever, long story short, we're going to turn on the car, and yeah, I'm going to take it for a spin. Alright guys, we just picked up some Little Caesars. Car is all warmed up. I went ahead and made sure to top off the coolant, and we're gonna go quick little test hit right now. Whoa, that is a huge difference. Guys, that was actually an insane difference. There's so much more power in the lower end. I feel way more torque too. This thing feels like it's gonna pull like crazy whenever I get it on the highway. I don't think I'm gonna go ripping in it too much tonight just because it's dark and I can't see if there's any cops or anything, but man, just from that pull and just from driving it, it feels so much more crazy. I'll see if I can get a couple clips in maybe next day whenever it's more light outside, but it's such a big difference going from stage 2 to the stage 3 tune for the RS turbos, and honestly, I can't believe how much of a difference it made. Alright guys, well that's gonna end off the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We finally have the S6 back at home. It's not stuck in my parents' house or my parent-in-law's home anymore, and yeah, the car successfully has some RS turbos on it and it's making some mean power. It feels real good. I hope this video was somewhat informative to you guys and showing you what you need to swap the turbos on the car, but yeah, I'll be making some videos soon letting you guys know what my thoughts are on the tune and everything, and then hopefully some races coming in the future. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.